Hey guys, welcome back to Roshan as well. So guys, we have Roshan on our channel. So he has recently, completed, given his TFA exam for Accenture, and he has cracked that on the first attempt. Also, guys, he has already, shared his interview experience previously. Also, you can go and check out that video also. But today, mainly, he will be sharing his experience and your his, complete information about TFA, all about TFA, what module he got, and how he prepared each and everything he'll be doing. So let's start. And he's from 2021 batch pass out. So let's start. Go ahead, Roshan. You can explain each and everything.
Yeah, sure. So after the interview process, obviously you'll get your results and then you'll get your training modules, which will be of 45 days. We are supposed to complete above 98% in order to get the learning incentive, that is 10,000 rupees, I guess. And then in learning modules, I guess in infrastructure, 13 modules are there, in which the most focus will be on the networking basic and the Windows administration server and Linux administration server. These are the main topics. RDBMS is also there, but I didn't got a single question from the RDBMS. In MCQs, it was a single question or one or two questions. That's it. So mainly it is focused on administration part. So that's it about the modules. Once you completed the module, around the one, two or three mock tests they will be taking, and also they have taken three coding rounds. So in coding rounds, the pattern will be different. The questions will be harder. So if you are able to score in coding round, that is called coding competition, then for sure you will be passing the actual test. Mock test will be also harder than the actual test. After three mock tests, the actual test will happen, and in that first round is MCQ. After 2 or 3 days, I got the hands-on, and in each, don't get confused. We don't have to get like cumulative. We have to get separately in each. Like hands-on, also we have to get 60%, and
Hmm.
MCQ also we have to get 60%. So that's the main criteria. So when it comes to MCQ, it is basically all from the models. So there's nothing apart from the models. 3 to 4 questions, I feel like it was from outside, but okay, it was okay. If you are familiar with the basics, it is almost okay. When it comes to hands-on, there were two hands-on questions. One was on Windows Server,
Hmm.
and another was on Linux. So I spent a lot of time learning Linux and Windows both. So Windows and Linux both are used. So for me, I have attempted both of the questions because I was knowing all of them. But in my group, I saw that many people were like attending Windows Server thing because they were not from the IT field. Like I am from the computer science branch, so I am familiar with all those commands in Linux. So there was no problem with me. But who is not with the IT field, they can go with the Windows Server because it is interface based and you can easily score it around more than 80%.
Okay.
So that was it.
Okay. So, what kind of, can you give a gist or idea about the kind of questions? What was all about into?
So in yes, so in a hands-on question, it was basically in Windows Server. We have to add users and we have to mostly work on the group policy, that is the administration part. And we were also doing the file screen. So file screening is basically, suppose you are sharing some folder and you don't want the user to store unnecessary files like image files or MP4 files, then you can restrict that. And then also limit, we can that is quota settings called, we can limit how much space they can use. In there a lot of things are there, soft quota and hard quota, that you will get to know when you read that particular thing. But the thing is, we are setting the quota and we are setting how much they can use. So basically what is the server administration is, we have to handle the Windows everything. So in hands-on they will teach us everything in
Hmm.
the models, like creating the DNS server, creating the file server, and creating setup each and everything. But in hands-on, I have seen they will only ask you have to add the users, you have to move the users to a group, then we have to set the policies,
Hmm.
like a certain users can perform and what a certain user is denied from. And then they will move around to FSRM, that is file server managing system. So in this FSRM, we are going to manage the quota settings and the file screening, that is prohibiting users to store unnecessary files. That was it from the Windows server. When it comes to Linux, obviously in Linux, setting up a DNS is also a great task.
Hmm.
So it questions can be ranging from like high to end. It can come from the DNS. It can come from like we have to set the NTFS file systems. We have to set like create a swap partition, and we have to use it on the go. And many things are there in Linux. So if you are from the non-IT field, yes, you have to complete the Linux part obviously in
Hmm.
order to get the incentive.
Hmm.
But we mainly focus on the Windows Server first. That is like more than enough to pass in hands-on.
But
And
for the non-IT background, it's a strategy.
yes,
You can say that you can go with the Windows Server first, and then they can go with the Linux second.
and the main part is in hands-on they will be giving only one attempt. There is
Okay.
no another attempt.
As
So that
in,
is
can
the
you
big deal.
explain that?
Yes, like for MCQs, it are three attempts. Like if you are unable to score more than 60%, you'll get another chance. But in hands-on, it is only one attempt. Only
Okay,
one
okay.
attempt they will give. If you are not able to crack it, you are denied from your duty.
Okay, so it's for hands-on, it's one attempt, and for the this MCQs, you'll get three attempts separately,
Yes,
basically.
exactly.
That's the
Yes.
reason I think they have kept separate 60-60 individually.
Still for Java modules, it is combined, I guess. One of my friend is in Java module. They were saying that for us it is combined, but for us, obviously, it should have been separated because like 45 days they have given, and if we can't learn the Windows Server, that is the least like expectation they can do. Don't worry about too much. Like Windows Server is so much easy. It's just like you are learning to operate how to operate Facebook and how to operate Instagram. If you know how to operate Instagram, you can learn that easily. It's just some clicks and some performance tasks. In Linux, it is hard, I guess.
Okay, fine. So mainly they can focus on Linux and Windows both. And for MCQs, even if they complete the modules, then it's very well and good that most of the questions would come out from there, right? Okay.
Yes.
And what about, like you said, about the coding part, which with the this I think mock test, like three mock tests. So are all the three
Mhm.
mock tests mandatory or what? I mean,
No,
approx.
it's not. It's not mandatory. I haven't missed any of them, but
Mm.
many people are there who missed one or two mock tests. So it is not mandatory, but we have to take those tests in order to improve. There's only we will get to know what will be the pattern of the exam, how they will be asking the questions,
Mm.
and if you really pass, I can bet that if you are scoring well in a mock test, then in actual test you can rock it because mock tests are really harder than the actual test.
Okay, fine. Mock tests are harder. Fine. And I think they do conduct separate sessions also, the doubt sessions as well.
Is for each and every module, like 13 modules are there. For each and every module there will be a separate session. If SME connect will be there, we have to connect through that. And honestly, some point of view they were not explaining well, but some teachers will be explaining so easy, like you will feel like that you are learning from some good teacher, but some of them will be just there's some accent problem then all.
Sections or something like that. Others would explain better.
Yes. For
Okay.
us, we were lucky that we got a very great teacher for networking.
Hmm.
So he was really explaining great that OSI model and everything. So it was great. Yes. Despite of I was knowing everything, still I got to learn many things. Like still see, still I can remember the number 65,530 ports are there in the PC for application development. So by looking at this only, you can imagine how much good he was at making us understanding the concept. So please attend the SMEs. I have seen many people. 200 batches are there for our batch. 200 people are there, and only 10 or 15 were attending. That's it.
The ratio was quite low.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, the point which Roshan is trying to explain is, guys, this is important because obviously, if you clear all your doubts, it will help you guys in your TFA, the main exam. It will definitely help you guys because if we miss out on things, initial things, then doing the end thing or the main point, then obviously we'll be able panicking then. So make sure that you attend all the mock tests. Make sure that you complete 100%. So there is a benefit only, right? If you complete. So first benefit is that you will be able to know everything end to end. I mean information you'll have, and the second point is that you will get a learning incentive. So it's a plus point for you only. So yeah, do attend all the, I mean, modules, and do each and every step actually.
Yes. Actually, in modules Linux and Windows Server administration, there will be hands-on. So for hands-on, they are limited the attempts. Only 3 attempts you can make. Suppose you are unable to perform that particular task in 3 attempts, then
Hmm.
your attempt is gone, and that task you cannot perform it later. So if you miss too much, then it's obvious you are not gonna complete 98%. So
Hmm.
always take care of that thing.
Okay. And can you explain a little bit about that coding contest which you just said with
Yeah,
the
sure. In coding contest, they will be asking questions from RDBMS also. We were having 2 questions from a hands-on. One was Linux and Windows, and then 2 questions from RDBMS, and then MCQ for 50 marks. So it was like that. And in coding, like hands-on will be very easy. RDMS was on an average, but Linux was hard. But many people has completed it. If you learn the models, then it will be easy for us. And codings, yes, we should participate in coding. They will be providing us badges. And
hmm.
I have heard from the trainer, they were telling us like based on the coding performance, you will be getting your technologies. We will be deciding which technology we should put you on. So whoever is not attending, they will get the random one. But whoever is attending, based on your score and on your strong point, will be providing you the technologies and the GFT training.
Okay. So coming to the next topic, which is GFT training. So any, I mean, how is it going to happen, and what kind of information you would like to share about GFT if you have any?
For us, they have told me like that your GFT will start from the October, because for me joining has already happened, but still some my batchmates haven't joined. So they are sending the joining like batch wise. So once everybody has joined, GFT training will start. But for us, generally it will be in administration. We are not going to get the coding part. So our mostly will be either we can get cloud, or either we can get administration part, system administrator, that is. But still we have to get a strong hold on networking, because networking is the base part of this model.
Okay, fine. So,
Yes.
in the GFT, just in case, I mean, what kind of training? Is it 3 months training or 6 months training or what? It's a kind of on the job training, right?
It's totally depends on what technologies we get.
Okay,
And there's also possibility that while training also you are going to work based on the business requirement.
correct. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. Yeah. Okay, so that totally depends. And I mean, a lot of people ask about the salary part. I think the salary you start getting is from the this after clearing the TFA, right? Or
Uh,
where?
no, no. After clearing the TFA, they will give us the date of joining.
Okay.
So the salary will be considered from the date of joining.
Okay, so this point is clear, guys. I think because a lot of people had doubts regarding the salaries from when it is going to start. So yes, from date of joining, it will be counted basically.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Hmm.
for salary, we have to apply for each and everything. I guess UAN we have to generate. They will be
Hmm.
giving us a countdown mail in which portal will be there. We have to sign in through that portal, and we have to fill up each and every like details and everything. Then only our salary will get credited and all.
Yeah, correct. I mean, you have to generate your EON, PF details and all, and
Yes.
salary. I mean, account also. You have to share the salary, this bank details and all. Then only your salary would be credited after that. Okay, so like you said that you cleared on first attempt, and you completed your modules also 100%. So you are definitely going to get that 10K incentive. When that will happen from on the first salary or separately?
No, it will be the second month salary. They will be crediting 10K extra.
Okay, with that salary.
Yes.
Okay, great, great. Acha. Anything else we are left with? Especially to the non-IT people, because they are scared, they are, a bit panic. They panic a lot that how to prepare and everything. Any
No, no,
strategy or tip? Hmm.
we don't have to panic actually. They will create a group in Telegram for helping us. Everybody will be the part of that group, and everybody will be supporting and helping each other. And based on the each and every questions, there are some meritorious students. They will be preparing some PDFs.
Okay.
That PDF will be having around 300 to 400 questions. If you prepare that those questions, that will be more than enough to clear the
And
TFA.
this is from Accenture itself, right?
It's like it's from their learning team. It's not from the Accenture team.
Okay.
Like tech stack, they have hired tech stack for the learning purpose. So tech stack people will take this initiative.
It is associated with Accenture, you wanted to say, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes,
Then it's fine. Yeah. Great. Fine. So a lot of initiatives are being taken that they help you out to clear your trainings, and they help you out to clear your all concepts, so that you can, go step by step and in your Accenture journey. So don't worry, but just focus on, doing your module. Just focus on clearing concepts. That is the main, just you can say that that is the main point, wherein you won't be, having any issues later on.
yes,
Okay. After completing GFT training, that is, you'll get projects later on, right?
yes, yes. That's definite.
Okay, that's fine. ठीक है. Anything else we are left? कुछ और?
Yes, I have also cracked Infosys, Cognizant, L&T.
Okay, great. Yeah. So Infosys, I think, but you have joined Accenture. ठीक है. So shall we do for Infosys and IBM?
IBM's, yes, we can do that. See, IBM was no, I can say that it was the toughest one since then.
Okay.
Infosys, it was same as the Accenture. There are some basic questions.
Hmm. So let's do for
Uh,
IBM, I guess.
okay, IBM will be the great, and Cognizant also was the best one.
So
But
okay,
when it's come to IBM, IBM was the toughest one I till now I have faced.
okay.
But
So let's. Mm-hmm.
still I'm not joining because of the package. Obviously, everyone wants a good package, right?
ASC profile you got in Accenture, na? है ना?
FSC.
FSC you got. Okay, great.
Yes, first I got the joining for ASC. Then after 10 days, 10 or 7 days, it was 7 days. After 7 days, I also got selected for AC. So I was confused because first I have selected the AC, and now there was no option for selecting AC. So I contacted at the campus.queries Accenture. Then they said, we'll be clearing the database for you, and you can select any one of the offers. So obviously, we're going for FSC.
Okay, that's great. I mean, this is also because I think the phase you got hired, I think that was the second phase. And in
Yes,
second phase, right? I remember that in second phase, a lot of people got two roles. Both ASC, initially they got first day, they got ASC role, and then in
yes.
another 2 3 days, they got FSC also. So a lot of people were confused that which one to choose. I've already selected the ASC role. Now, how to change? Because there was so much
Ex-
chaos at that time. Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, so this is how you got FSE role. Great, fine.
Yes.
Okay, so as Roshan explained each and everything in details about the TFA, about the GFT training, each and everything information, so that you are, you get information, and you get easily, you get to crack easily the Accenture TFA. So don't worry, prepare accordingly. In case you have any doubt or query, you can mention me in the comment section, guys. Right now, we are closing this video. Till then, guys, have a great day. Be safe. You can subscribe to the channel. Bye. Have a great day.